And like a blast from the past, we've cut the fat, got rid of the old men, and it's just the kids again. Well, he's the kid. Yeah, whatever.
Delusional much?
A little bit. Hey man, I might reach like 9 at some point. Maybe 10. Maybe 10 in some years future. But it is Comics Should Smell Good. And as there's only the two of us, we have tons of comics to way to make up for Will not being here. So it's just going to be hard and fast at you.
Yeah.
Like, whoa!
Just get into it, yeah?
That's right.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going to start you out with the newest issue of They're Not Like Us from Image Comics, written by publisher Eric Stevenson and drawn by Simon Gain with art by color art by Jordi Belair, letters by Phonographics. This is basically to X-Men what his Nowhere Men was to Fantastic Four. A bunch of disenfranchised, somewhat entitled teenagers who discovered they have superpowers and have kind of just secluded themselves off from the rest of society and regularly beat the crap out of hipsters and take their stuff.
For their phones.
Because they can't.
Their headphones. That was awesome.
That really was.
They just roll up on this kid and beat him up for his like antique white.
There's a really great boot to the face in that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. But this is picking up at the end of the last issue where their former mentor / captor, The Voice, his mentor, who's apparently even more messed up than The Voice is.
Whoa, alright.
Showed up on the doorstep of their new home, looking to chat with the main character, who is either named Sid or Tabitha, depending on, which trade you're reading. They have different names. It's confusing, but great. Really great. So that's going to be a really interesting exchange through this issue. Also, the boys are going drinking. That's going to end well.
Never. And from DC Comics this week, the much awaited, many people and much doubted finish of Sandman, number 6, Overture, Neil Gaiman, J.H. Williams III, Dave Stewart. I feel so bad for Dave Stewart's flatter. I feel you, man. This is tough. But my God, J.H. Williams in this, it's like, it's not even comics anymore. It's just like this transcendental art that happens to be on paper.
And has some words.
And has some words.
A lot of words,
yeah, Neil
actually.
Gaiman wrote this, but, whatever. J.H. Williams, yes. Finally done. Hardcover will be out kind of soon, but you're going to want the issue.
And over on the other side of the big two here, I've got the 10th issue of Mark Waid's S.H.I.E.L.D. This time he's teamed up with Doc Shaner, recently off of Convergence Shazam, and of the amazing Buddy Cops from Dark Horse. This issue sees S.H.I.E.L.D. team up with none other than Howard the Duck. And also apparently S.H.I.E.L.D. has this magic guy who has an owl for a head, which is awesome. I didn't know that existed, but he's really, really cool. He's teamed up with Howard, so there's lots of bird people. There's this huge guy who wants to eat Howard. It's really just, it's a riot. And Doc Shaner has an amazing eye for comedic timing. Like, dude's just
Mark
great in
Waid,
general.
too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's solid.
It's an A+ team right there.
And back over to Image Comic Books. From Under Mountains, number 1. Written by Claire Gibson and Marion Churchland, art by Sloan Long. A couple of pages from Brandon Graham in here as well. And this is not to be confused with 8 House, because I know it looks really similar. This is not 8 House Arclight. This is a totally separate thing. Yes, this is a fantasy book about multiple families warring with magic, and I know that's really close to 8 House, but it's not the same. But yeah, Sloan Long has been a really great creator on the internet lately over the past couple of years, and it's really nice to kind of see some mainstream work from her. Marion Churchland, of course, has been doing the art on 8 House Arclight the last couple of issues. But yeah, if you're looking for a very nice kind of like flowy, like, RPG inspired, but not like video game trope driven fantasy book about powerful mages and their victims. Yes. But yeah, there's cool sketchbook stuff and design stuff in the back.
More like on the ground.
On the ground.
Anyways, sticking with Image here, we've got the first trade of Material by Arlish Kott, Will Tempest, Clayton Cowles, and Tom Mueller on production. This is it's a slower, more down-to-earth series than you'll usually find Arlish Kott doing. His stuff tends to get, like, way heady and cosmic and just big.
Yo.
Not to say this isn't very heady in and of itself. Like,
Footnotes.
It's a very mental book. It's a much more real kind of weirdness. Much, much more real.
Which is sometimes even creepier.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This stuck with me for a while after I read the first issue.
And a double shot of DC this week. Wonder Woman 77 special number 2, Linda Carter returns with the Atomic Knights. Ooh. That's right, the Atomic Knights. You've got Mark Andreyko, who used to write Manhunter, which was a really great book for DC way back in the day when I used to read DC comic books. And Drew Johnson, Richard Ortiz doing the art on here. But, you know, there's currently there's just the one regular Wonder Woman book. If you haven't been digging David Finch's Vision, perhaps you might want to step back in time a little bit. 1977. How much is this thing? $8, but it's a lot of Linda Carter.
Right, and I've got another collection for you. Speaking of great value for the price, this is the first 5 issues of Matt Kint's Ninjak with Clayman, Butch Geist, and Juan Jose Rip. This is all of the main stories that Clayman did, all the backups by Butch Geist, an awesome spotlight issue on Roku, one of the not quite henchwomen, because she's way, way, way more, like, important than
she's
really
the crazy,
henchman.
like, Tattoo Rose.
Yeah. She's the sort of enforcer of the main crime boss in this series.
She kind of whooped his ass a little bit.
Awesome. It's got this whole, like, Metal Gear Solid almost aesthetic.
So, it's
like,
totally Metal Gear Solid.
She cuts people up with her hair.
That's a good call. I didn't even...
Totally.
That's a really good call.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Really great series out of Valiant, and it's only $10
for
the whole
5 issues. Marvel would charge you $25 for that, at least. Speaking of affordable, very nice soft covers that are unfortunately already out of print. M.K. Reed and the always amazing Farrell Dalrymple bring you Pale Fire, and this is really cool. This is the story of a young girl who's attracted to the town Firebug, and he's kind of gotten a reputation for being an arsonist, but in what people see as a negative, she sees as a spark of a positive and sees something in him that, in this small town where she's growing up, that other people don't have. And she's stuck between being a woman and being a girl and trying to deal with not only that, but with relationship stuff. And you know this guy's got to be weird. I mean, come on. He walks around.
He's like a pretty reasonable dude from what I've read. He just likes to set things on fire. Fire's cool.
Fire's totally cool. Like chains, right?
Yeah, exactly like chains.
But really, Farrell Dalrymple for $12, it's a no-brainer.
And jumping over to Oni Press here, I've got a very special issue of Rick and Morty, all about the ball fondlers. I haven't watched enough of the show to know exactly what that means, but
it says like, ball fondlers right on that comic book.
Ball fondlers.
In big letters.
And most importantly, this issue is drawn by Mr. Andrew McLean of Headlopper and Apocalyptic Girl.
Yes.
And it is amazing. This, it feels like a Saturday morning cartoon type thing. It ends with them watching the whole thing on TV, so I'm assuming that's what it is in universe, but I have no idea. All I know is there's like Action Hank on the cover and some chick with a chainsword and then like a lizard man with a bazooka that shoots lizards.
I love the lizard man.
Amazing.
He's awesome.
I'm a huge fan of the show, even though I haven't seen that much of it. I've loved what I've seen so far. And the comic has been flying off the shelves lately, so you're really going to want to swoop this one in with the added value of Andrew McLean.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of other superstar artists, my man Buster Moody, coming together with Ulysses Farinas and Eric Freitas, the team that brought you Gamma, friggin' amazing Dark Horse comic book that was like Pokemon meets Power Rangers meets Punch in the Face. Anyway, this is continuing the series that Stoko started, and obviously it's Godzilla in Hell. And unlike Hellboy, Godzilla does a lot of fighting in Hell. Alright? In fact,
I think Hellboy punched like one thing in that book.
I think after a couple issues, but already by page 2, you've got them destroying a Jesus Christ statue. So you got that there. And then you got Godzilla on fire, and then you have nuclear explosion. And that's like page 4. And look, those are Mothra people on the cover. Yes, not regular Mothras. Mothra people. Mothra! Yeah, like that.
That was embarrassing.
Like Space Godzilla Mothra. You know, where they come and they all...
Yeah.
I know. Sam needs to edit the Mothra in. Anyway. Yeah. Godzilla in Hell, Buster Moody, very, very awesome, very excited. These are all one-shots that do go together, but you can read whichever one you want. And as a final thing, we'll leave you with... Copra's here! Number 24.
Oh boy.
That's right. Congratulations, Mr. Fife. This is double what he started to do. Still good, still amazing, still one of the best books on the fucking record.
Really good. Good.
Good.
That's just the understatement of the year right there.
It's brilliant. It truly is. Yeah, and that's about all for this week. And make sure you come in to get your comic books because, otherwise we're just going to be hanging out here waiting for you.
I mean, or you could order them from our store online. Either way.
You can do that too.
Just buy them.
Bye, guys.